This evening, the race for Hillsborough State Attorney is taking shape. Former State Attorney Andrew Warren will seek re-election, taking on incumbent State Attorney Susie Lopez. Lopez was appointed to the position by Governor DeSantis after DeSantis ousted Warren in 2022, saying the suspension was based on Warren refusing to enforce certain laws. Well, tonight, as the legal battle over that suspension continues to unfold, 10 Tampa Bay's Hannah Deneen goes one-on-one with the candidates as they share why they believe they're the best fit for Hillsborough County's top legal office.
I'm excited to get back into office to keep fighting for the residents of Hillsborough County.
Andrew Warren, on the heels of announcing his bid for re-election for Hillsborough State Attorney, a position he says is rightfully his.
I was twice elected to serve in this office. I was illegally removed, and that's not just my opinion, that's a fact, based on what 2 courts of law have found.
He says he's eager to build off the success he had during his 6 years in office.
We lowered crime. We made neighborhoods safer. We fought for victims. We improved the system. We stood up for people's values and their freedoms.
As for a working relationship with Governor DeSantis,
is there any concern that what happened back in 2022 could happen again?
The governor's suspension was illegal, and the courts have ruled that. It's one thing for the governor to say, well, I didn't know it was illegal and I lost in court. It's another thing for him to suspend me again now that he's been told he can't do it.
Warren says prosecutors must look at everything case by case, but urges he's always followed Florida law.
I was elected based on my vision, my values, and my track record of success. You know, my opponent was illegally appointed based on her politics.
I was put in this position. This was not a position that I sought. I was put in this position because it was believed that I was the best choice, and I believe that I've proven that I'm the best choice.
Acting State Attorney Susie Lopez not commenting on Warren directly, staying focused on the future.
I'm campaigning right now by doing my job. I've got a job to do. We're very busy.
Emphasizing that her appointment was not based on politics, but her merits.
I'm the most qualified candidate because I'm a career prosecutor.
Since announcing her re-election bid last summer, Lopez has brought in more than $400,000 and high-profile endorsements, including Sheriff Chronister. She emphasizes a hands-on approach to the job.
I'm very boots on the ground. I go to every crime scene that we have when it involves a death. We've given victims a voice that they have not previously had.
There is a third candidate in the race as well. Democrat Elizabeth Martinez Strauss. She is a Tampa native and third-generation lawyer in Hillsborough County. In a statement, she tells me tonight if Andrew Warren is elected today, he would be removed from office tomorrow. Hillsborough County needs a decisive leader who's focused on local people, not national politics.
And Hannah, that contentious legal battle involving the governor and Andrew Warren is still taking place right now. A lower court ruling, we should mention, last year that Warren removes Warren from office violated his freedom of speech. But they said they didn't have the power to reinstate him. So in January, a federal appeals court ruled the lower court should reconsider that case. Where does all this stand? It's confusing. Where does all this stand right now?
Essentially, Dave, the decision is now back in the hands of the lower courts, and we're waiting for them to decide whether they could reinstate him. So that could presumably happen at any time. So truly, it's unclear who the incumbent could be even on Election Day.
All right, meantime, the race is underway here. We will have a link to both interviews with Susie Lopez and Andrew Warren in their entirety posted in this story on our free 10 Tampa Bay app.